Hi, I'm Tuula Puputti. I'm General Manager of the girls and women's national teams in the Finnish Ice Hockey Association. For me, in the management world, the most important thing are the people. Although it always gets busy and you might not find the time to spend enough with the coaches and the people you have around your players, you should try to find as much as time as possible. Another thing also is try to get new people in. It's never just one person's job, not one coach, not one player, not one great team leader, but you should always try to find new people that get enthusiastic about the sport, get enthusiastic about the players, to find roles to get them in to help you grow the sport. For me, all project starts with goal setting. It's either aiming for top sports or growing the game. Values are also important. It doesn't matter if it's about top sports or if it's about growing the game. It should be also about fun, friendship, health, and families. Hockey is for everyone, and you can show it in your work if you want to. It helps you grow the game. There are always kids that go for their dreams, can reach their dream to play in the Olympics, but there's always kids that don't reach that dream, and they should feel still as important, and they can enjoy their hockey and love for the sport in the club games or in the recreational games, and you can show it through your values in your work. When organizing an event, it's good to start with the big picture. To whom we are organizing the event to, who we are trying to reach, is there a message we want to send through the event? Not all events, of course, need deep problem solving, but if you end up analyzing what could be done better, it's good to go back to values and goals. And then, if by the end you're still wondering, then a good place or a good question to start is, would I have fun? Would I be happy in this event or in this tournament as a coach or as a player? And I'm sure you will find that question and that answer in your heart, in your hockey heart.
The camp invitation must state clearly the program, the purpose of the camp, selected players to the camp, and where the players can be selected from the camp. Invitation needs to make clear what players need to take with them to the camp, like hockey equipment, weatherproof clothing, indoor shoes, snack, and so on. In the invitation, we need to give the information about arriving to the camp, like details of possibly organized transportation. Also, we have to give information about the price of the camp and all the required registration links and the deadline of the registration. Players may be a bit nervous about the camp. They usually come from all over the country, from different teams, and some may have never experienced any camp atmosphere before. For players, all the testing and all the new people might scare them at first. Team building has a huge impact on that and for all the players' camp experience. When team building is done well, the players get to know each other and the coaches better, and therefore it is easier for players to be themselves. In order for each player to get the most out of themselves during the camp, it is important that the players feel safe, accepted, and part of the team. During the camp, we aim to increase players' understanding of the importance of individual training, in addition to the team practice for personal skills and overall development. We have a material bank in use where you can find a lot of videos for home training, such as stick handling, core control, and strength training. We also do different weekly and monthly challenges where players report their progress to group chat every Sunday. For example, if the challenge is to make 20 pull-ups in a week, they send one bicep emoji to the chat on Sunday. If they have done it twice, they send emojis twice, and so on. In the camps, we have lectures for players about life skills, nutrition, and mental skills. From lectures, players get homeworks, which are reviewed at the next camp or by remote lectures between camps. I feel that when a player understands the importance of sleep and high quality nutrition for the development of an athlete, it inspires them to make better choices in everyday life. We emphasize the importance of the school by reserving a couple hours of supervised study time in the camps every day. Encourage, support, and listen. Encourage the young athletes to play many different sports or go out and play those sports with them. Support on successful and unsuccessful days. Ask and listen. Even if the answers don't come right away, the young athletes still find that the parents are interested in his or her hobby. And last but not least, feed the kids well and tell them to go to sleep early.
Few things for me that are important when selecting a coaching staff. First of all, coaching is teamwork, so it's important that the head coach is able to delegate the responsibilities. In my staff, I like that the coaches have different kind of strengths, so each one can be in charge of some tasks. So it's not about the head coach, it's about the team, the staff. I also want to include coaches that are eager to learn new things, but also have the patience to stick with the chosen plan. And also you spend a lot of time with the coaching staff, so it's of course nice that you get along with those people and that you enjoy the company. But even more important is the mutual trust. So no matter what the situation, we can count in each other. I think it all starts with setting a team goal for the season, which is a clear view where we are heading as a team, and it has to be something you can measure. Then the team should have smaller goals, which can be achieved in a certain time frame, and which leads you to the bigger goal. And it's very important that the players are included in the goal setting process. That makes them way more committed to the goal. And also the players should have their own personal goals. Few things for the season in which they can improve their skills, some strengths they can improve, some weaknesses. Most of the time the players are with the club teams, So it's super important that the national team coach reaches out to the club coaches. The communication can be through phone calls, emails, watching practice or games, sharing knowledge, information, how the player is doing during the camps, and in turns, what the player is doing in a normal week. Sharing ideas how to develop the player together. I think also it's important that the national team coach explains what are the things that at the national team camps the coaches are trying to teach the players, and can the same theme be continued at the club level. Of course, every time you put a jersey on, you want to win that game, no matter what is your age. However, there's also way more than winning, especially when players who are 13 to 16 years old. It's all about development as a person, as an athlete, and after that, as a hockey player. We, as a coaches, of course, want that the players have a great hockey career, but more important, we want to help them to become good people. And when coaching youth, we as a coaches have to understand that they might be in very different developmental stages, physically, mentally. So to be prepared to coach them according to their individual needs. So make things simple, teach one thing at a time, and give feedback only for that skill, so you can see quicker but also long-lasting results.
Yes, my name is Tiina, and I'm coordinator of women's national team, and I'm also team manager for our women's national team. And then I coordinate a little bit under 16 girls program, as well as our high school team, Team Kuortani. Well, first of all, everything starts very early with the reservations to Vieromäki. I usually have a meeting with our coaching staff, so I start with booking the ice times and checking out if we want to play games. That takes a bit more ice time, and after that the reservation is done, then I start to plan on the daily schedule together with our strength and conditioning coach, so that we book the off-ice practices around the ice time, and then just daily planning with breakfast, meals, then some off-ice if the girls want to, for example, book a sauna and then go swimming if it's in summer, or sometimes also some other activities like playing tennis or a paddle that can be arranged too. Yeah, there comes lots of different things. For example, you need to book the flights quite early to the tournament site, checking out the best possible schedules for the flights, and then of course I'm in touch with the National Association who is organizing the tournament, so I'm asking if we are having a pre-camp there, so asking for some ice time and telling about like earlier arrival. And as soon as we get the ice times, I start to build the daily schedule for the tournament with the game times, and that all happens also with the coaching staff. And then I'm in touch with the the local organizer, so we are emailing back and forth, and I'm sending usually very early our whole kind of like schedule, so they can start also doing their own booking at the tournament site. Well, usually there are always changes, so you need to be on top of the things like canceling the bus or rescheduling the bus. Then you have to remember also, if you are not using the ice time, you need to inform the organizer or the staff at the rink that we are not using the ice, so that gives them opportunity to maybe sell it forward or offer it to some other team if they want to have a different practice time. And then of course at the hotel you got the roaming list, and then there are all different kind of diets. You have to keep the kitchen informed about that, and of course the meal times changes, so you have to be in touch at the hotel staff, whoever is responsible for those scheduling. So it's you must think ahead. You have to be on top of the things, and information is moving. No, usually I'm the last one at the rink, just checking out that everybody took their gear with them and nobody leaves any sweaters behind, and then I'll try to do as much as I can office work during the camps, like checking out the invoices that might have showed up. Then I'm checking out also for the players, asking them their travel, organizing their home travel if it's needed, any booking the flights, organizing maybe a ride to the train station, and then back in the office you just wait. The invoices just keep coming, and then you have to kind of check them out that they are correct, so you've been charged right for the ice time and how many persons have attended the camp, if someone has left a bit earlier, and all that. If the organizer here has checked out all the cancellations of the ice, or then check out if we have booked some more ice, that all is kind of like correct, so you are paying for the right things. Well, I think the most important thing is like connecting the participating countries. They look forward information about the tournament, and they have many questions, and I think it's essential, very important to answer to their questions, so they will get, so you kind of create a good contact with the participating countries. It helps in the future, it helps on site when the tournament is going on, so you can change opinions, you can ask tips, it's easier when you get to know the people. All the problems are easier to solve, but I mean the connecting with the people is the thing. Answering and returning to the emails and giving as much as you can the information and confirmations about the ice times and room reservation, that all helps. Well, I would start with the to-do list, or kind of like creating my own notebook, like putting different things like the hotel, the rink, the participating countries, kind of like doing small notes. And then I of course would ask questions. I wouldn't be shy to ask if I don't know. It's always better to ask more experienced people who've organized the tournaments before. That's how you learn. No need to be shy. There are no dumb questions. There are only just answers, and then you get better. I think the best part of my job is the people all around the world. I've been lucky to get to know so many people around hockey, and there are I got so many old friends from that I've known 20 years, and you change emails every now and then, or you say hi in the Facebook or something like that, and you never know where you end in the world, and you find your hockey friends there. It's surprisingly, and hockey is a great thing to create friends.